So we're going to be looking at mainly the atoms and the molecules. That's what we're going to be looking at. So you're going to be looking at the mass or the weight of an atom or molecule. Don't forget, mass and weight, they look very much alike. Mass is simply elementary particles, all the particles a body contains, while weight is simply the mass of a given body, in comparison, or I can say the mass of a given body under the effect of gravity. So weight is simply mass times gravity. So when we talk about the mass of a given substance, what does the mass of a given substance mean? Mass is simply, atomic mass, I beg your pardon, is simply the mass of an atom gotten from the summation of the unit of proton and neutron. So when we talk about the mass of an atom, it's simply gotten when we combine proton and neutron together. So the mass of an atom cannot be gotten by considering electrons. So for us to get the mass of an atom, we mainly consider this nucleus. It's a nucleus that is the proton and the neutron that we put together to give us the heaviness or the mass of a given atom. So don't forget, now let's see the reason why we mainly use the proton and the neutron to get the mass of an atom. Now this is it here. Every proton has one atomic mass unit, just one atomic mass unit. Neutron also has approximately one atomic mass unit, but electron has a 0.0005446 and approximately, let me just say 0.0005447 atomic mass unit, which is too small. And that's why each time we want to get the mass of an atom, we don't consider an electron, because the atomic mass unit of an electron is very negligible. So most times it is always 1/1836, of one atomic mass of a proton. So whenever I want to get the mass of an atom, it's always proton plus neutron. So let's look at this. Let's look at a couple of this element. So if you look at this element, hydrogen as an element has just one atomic mass, that is one proton, but doesn't have a neutron. So hydrogen is one atomic mass unit for proton and 0 atomic mass units for neutron. So when we talk about hydrogen is called protos. That is the first ever element that we have. So it has just one proton and no neutron. So hydrogen has one atomic mass unit. Now let's look at carbon. This is a carbon-12 atom. Now carbon has 6 proton, that is 6 atomic mass unit for proton, and 6 neutron. Let me say that. So altogether for a reference point carbon, we have 12 atomic mass unit. Now for chlorine, we have 17 protons and 18.5 neutron. Altogether, we have 35.5 atomic mass unit for chlorine. Don't forget, we're talking about the heaviness, the mass of an atom. So don't forget this, proton and neutron.